What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Mark Howard. You know what time it is. You know what we do. We talk Cowboys here. That's what we do. Hey, it's Tuesday. The Cowboys right now are actively going through the team workouts, team practice, and scrimmage with the Los Angeles Rams. And that's a little closed off a video. I was trying to look and see what video was being shown on it. And the Rams have a rule where they don't want any video at their practice, which is smart in that sense. So there's no videoing of that. I think the only thing of footage that you'll get to see, we'll get to look at, is them doing their individual drills. But as far as filming what the Rams do, not that we were going to just film what they were going to do, but when the time comes to scrimmage, don't want any filming, don't want anybody seeing, being able to report what the teams are going to do. It's one of the things that's funny because Christian Parker, these gnats are all over the place. Christian Parker was talking about how being here at the Cowboys, how many people are filming the Cowboys practices and putting it out on the internet, and how much he didn't really care too much for that. It's part of the game, and I think some other people try to make it a big deal that he said it. He said it's not his thing. I think he prefers it not to happen, but it's not but I think he also understands that it was ESPN trying to make a big deal. If you're going to complain about that, you don't need to be there. Man, just shut up. He doesn't have to like things that he does accept and work around. We work around certain things. We make adjustments, but it doesn't mean we like that we had to make the adjustment. Right? So far, I think he's doing a good job. And from what I'm hearing, I was looking at another show, hearing some people on the ground. Nate Newton was talking a bit about it. And right now the defense is getting a lesson. Now they're facing somebody else. They're getting taught a little something here and there. Yeah, the defense is now seeing another offense coming into a different situation. And again, we got 9 new players on the defense. 9 new players on defense. And you're playing against a very, very talented offense, a mastermind, an offensive coordinator, and the head coach, Sean McVay, who's an offensive guy. And then you have the whole staff, the players on the team that's very talented. Again, this is a team that came a game away from going to the Super Bowl. So understand that this is going to be a real challenge, and there's going to be some growing pains. Now they got to apply what's going on, know your roles, know the situation, the pace, the energy. It's totally different than what you got used to with OTAs and practice. But what I hear as the scrimmage is going on, the defense is starting to get adjusted and warming up to the situation and to the pace and the tempo. So I'm happy about that part right there. So carrying on and picking it up with talking about different position rooms for the Cowboys here in the training camp and what we're looking for out of them, I'm going to go now to the offensive side and take the running backs. Running game was good last year, but we depended upon Javonte Williams way too much. Jadon Blue, who was a rookie last year out of Texas, didn't really understand how his role was supposed to be and responsibilities, so he wasn't very well trusted out there. But right now, it looks as though in this part of the training camp, he's starting to improve. He's starting to do other little things. He needs to understand how to block, how to pick up in pass protection. You can't put him in there, just for you if you don't know, you can't just have him in there for running well. Just put him in there when you know you're going to run the ball. No, that just gives it away. Defenses understand, okay, well, he's in there, he's going to run. He's not going to pass protect. Very simple right there. But he's growing, he's maturing. Phil Maffa is showing signs of good, strong talent, who I like. I like him. He was a 7th round pick last year, but I think he had a good chance of making the team. I look, between you and me, I don't think he was hurt that much last year, really hurt that injured last year, but you put him on injured reserves, you keep him around because you didn't want to lose him through free agency. That tells me a lot. I think he's starting to fulfill his potential. The guy who just is the veteran that just stays around but don't get the love but comes in and does work is Malik Davis. Malik Davis out of Florida. This is his 5th or 6th year in the league, and he's just been, I don't know. Malik Davis keeps coming back for more, but he gets used, gets on the practice squad, then gets called up when there's injuries, and when he comes in, his number's called, he gives his best. He gives very good effort, very good energy, and makes plays. He makes plays. So I don't know what they're going to do. He's going to compete. He's going to compete. I think obviously the Cowboys not going to put down a good running back. Obviously they're seeing something that tells me, yeah, we got a little cause for pause. We like him, but we can't make that full commitment just yet. And nobody's picked him up in the times we have released him, so that's telling as well there. Talking about other running backs now, Hunter Lipke is the fullback, another veteran player. He's pretty much going to be supplanted as a fullback. It's a fullback type player. It's another pass catcher, almost what I would call old school H-back. If you guys remember Joe Gibbs when he coached the hated Washington team. But it used a back that can be big, strong, play like tight end, but also can lead block, but also could pass catch. And, not only pass protect, but also pass catch and makes it plays. Hunter Lipke, unless you get somebody else, unless they got another tight end they want to put in that and use that situation, Hunter Lipke is going to be there. The other ones are guys we brought in. Now, we just brought in and made a move, Jashawn Corbin. Jashawn Corbin he's from the University of Texas, his second year. And he's not doing bad. He's coming in and being experienced as he is, having a couple of years in the league, or having a year at least beforehand. He's an energetic back and making some plays and understanding and getting adjusted there. So he's going to challenge and make it very challenging for Mafa, for Blue, guys who were drafted and brought in. Also, the other running back is Israel Abanaconda. I wanted to read that and make sure I pronounced it right. Israel Abanaconda, and he's a third-year player, come from University of Pittsburgh. I've been hearing good things of him. I've been hearing some really good things for him. Now, these guys, I'm thinking they're probably, if they're doing well, they're going to make it hard for Malik Davis to stay on the practice squad. I don't know if they're going to get a roster spot unless there's an injury. But the Cowboys are building some depth with the running game. Schottenheimer he said he wants to be about the run. They've been more committed to the run. Last year was the first year I would tell you that we ran the ball back to back. Consistently, we ran the ball back to back. We didn't get as much yards on the first down. We still were likely to run on the second down. A lot of times we get less than 2 yards on the less than 3 yards on the first down play. We throw it. You know what I'm saying? I like what they're doing. So there's faith in the running game, belief in the lineman, the interior lineman there. Terrence Steele is probably the weaker point, as I said, the weaker point offensive line, but his strength is run blocking. That run sets a lot of things up. And for someone like Dak Prescott, who's a veteran, very good quarterback in his league, having play action at his disposal is great. And if we have depth at the running back position, that's only going to preserve Javonte Williams, who is our number one back, to run more. So that's what I'm going to talk about there, guys. I'm going to leave it at this. We talk Cowboys here. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is episode 93. 93. We're on our way towards 100. Appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing, for liking, looking, saying something good, bad, or indifferent. I appreciate all of y'all. You guys have a good rest of your day. We'll be back at you later. This is Mark Howard. We talk Cowboys here.